Successful real estate investing in 5 steps. That's all it takes. You ready? I'm going to give you the 5 steps, and then I'm going to expand on each one just briefly to further encourage the point. Okay, here are the 5 steps that I believe are the key to becoming a successful real estate investor. Number 1, learn. Number 2, evaluate. Number 3, try something. Number 4, learn. And number 5, repeat. Did you notice in there that learn came up twice? Just a little side note there. Learning is very important. Now let's dive into each one of those. Number 1, learn. You've got to learn more about what you're doing before you do it if you want to be successful. This is where a lot of people in real estate investing go wrong, is they get all excited, and I get it. I get as excited about getting properties as the next guy, but they go flinging themselves off the edge of the cliff, wanting to buy something quickly without learning everything they need to learn. What strategy should you choose? How should you do that strategy? What resources do you need versus what resources do you not have? What strategy fits your goals? You need to take the time to learn these things. I get it. It's not the most fun, but it will pay off dividends later. Number 2, evaluate. So part of that learning is learn how to run the numbers, learn how to determine what would make a good deal, learn the risk of different deals, learn the mitigations for those risks. You've got to learn the technical aspects of what it is you figured out you want to do in order to successfully do it. Again, this is not complicated and it's pretty straightforward, but people seem to miss it all the time. Number 3, try something. Well, how do you know when you should go ahead and try investing in a property versus learning more? Because just a heads up, you're not going to learn everything you need to learn before you buy a property, but you also don't want to dive in too soon. So what do I tell people for that? My thought on it is the time to try your first investment property is when you can intelligently explain to somebody why you think that property is going to be a good deal and how you plan to make it a good deal. If you can explain that much, I think you have enough to try something without risking losing too much. If you lose a little, that's okay. It's a learning thing, but you don't want to lose everything in your savings account. Am I right? So when you can intelligently explain to somebody why you're pursuing this deal, try it. Now, with that and leading into point number 4, which is learn, again, the thing to know about real estate investing is that it's absolutely an on-the-job training kind of industry. You can't learn it all before you try it. And once you try it, you're going to continue to learn more things. I'm 10 years into my investing, and even stupid things come up that I'm like, I definitely should have known about that one. Like, duh. You have to learn as you go. So try something once you can intelligently explain to somebody why you think it's a good deal. But once you try it, continue to learn everything. If you make a mistake, learn from it. If you learn something new, remember it. Continue to tweak it along the way. Keep learning. That is really going to propel you forward, because if you only do learning in that first little round, it's going to, I don't want to say expire, but it's not going to be valid. It's not going to take you to the full levels of success that are possible. So continue to learn on the job, learn from your mistakes. Then number 5 is repeat. You want to try another property. Now, you don't want to just try another property with all that old knowledge. You now want to try another property with that new knowledge, the experience that you got from trying the first property. And as long as you continue to roll those learnings into future properties and repeat the process, that's what's going to take you further. You're going to keep learning with every property. You're going to get better with every property. You're going to stop making the mistakes with the future properties. And the thing to know about this part, the repeat part, note in there that you're not quitting. The fastest way to becoming an unsuccessful real estate investor is to quit or to give up. So if you will keep going and you'll continue to repeat, you will get success along the way as long as you're learning from those mistakes. So 5 rules for successful real estate investing. Learn, evaluate, try something, learn from it, and repeat. That's it. That's literally it. If you follow that, you will find success, hands down. I'm going to link to 2 things down below that might help you along the way. Number 1, I have a video, because if you're in the learning part of this, the very big beginning part, what I'm really seeing with people is people are getting super overwhelmed. There's so much out there for you to learn from. There's so much to learn about. It's creating this overwhelm that is stopping people in their tracks. So I recorded a video called The Overwhelm Epidemic, which is what I'm now calling this whole thing. And it teaches you how to navigate the overwhelm that you're probably likely to hit as you're learning. So that's linked below. And then the other thing I'm linking to below is my book. I wrote a book called Not Your How-To Guide to Real Estate Investing: Life Lessons on Hacking Your Mind Before You Hack Your Wallet. The whole premise of this book is like a prerequisite to the how-to guides. Sure, books on how to flip a property, how to manage a rental property, how to landlord, all those are great. But the things I'm talking about here, notice that none of those how-tos are in my list of 5 rules for being successful. Those 5 rules are the prerequisite. So that's what this whole book is about. And it'll help you navigate this industry. It'll help you choose strategies, help you just kind of navigate the whole getting started as a real estate investor and navigating the path to success as a real estate investor. Because just because you've gotten started doesn't necessarily mean you're on a path to success with it. So check out those things below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I put a new video out every single week. And if these rules were helpful and you feel like they will create a path for you, hit that like button. Or if you think there's a different rule that I left out, leave that in the comments. I want to hear about it. All right. Successful real estate investing, here you come.